I'm Nikki Johnson. I'm from Ashburn, Virginia. It's a small suburb outside of Washington, D.C., and I've been a coach for 2 years. Before I knew anything about Beachbody, I was a mom of 2 kids, I was a wife, I had a social media consulting freelance business, and I was a blogger. We found out that we were pregnant with our first child in 2010. During this time period, my husband was looking for a job, so we decided that he would stay home with her. So I went back to work, and about 2 weeks into my coming back, my boss started reading me, the HR script from her computer. And it clicked that I was getting laid off, and I was in shock because I'd been there for 5 years, and I just started scrambling, going to networking events. I met a woman who was at a new company, and so she hired me to do their social media. And we were able to scrape by a little bit until my husband landed a job, and we started both working for that company. 6 months after we had our second child, they started cutting back jobs. So we thought, this can't happen again to us. The company was dissolving, where we were back at square one. My husband and I, we fought a lot because I think both of us were lost, and we didn't have, the finances to do anything. Even going to the grocery store, the pit in your stomach of what is the total gonna be and how much more is that gonna take away from, when you have no money coming in, that's hard. We just cut back on everything that we could, and we used our savings, and it felt like, what are we gonna do now? With my 2 pregnancies, I gained 50 pounds. I was frustrated, and so I decided to use my blog as an outlet. And I said to myself, if I'm going to really start losing this baby weight, then I need to talk about it and to hold myself accountable to that weight loss. I saw a bulletin for a community fit club that was doing T25. And I didn't know what that was, but I just thought, I'm just gonna go and do this. And I loved it. So I started incorporating it on my blog, and that's when a coach approached me about the coaching opportunity. He just said to me, Nikki, you're doing everything a Beachbody coach does, you're just not getting paid. And that was like a light bulb moment for me. And so I just remember going to my husband and saying, give me 3 months, let me see what I can do with this. I just went pedal to the metal. I had nothing to lose, and I just decided that I had to make it work. As soon as I could log into my Coach Online office, I just started reading as much as I could. I would ask my coach to send me any kind of training he had, and I would just go through all of it and just do every single thing that I was supposed to do. So I just decided to put it out on Facebook, who wants to do T25 with me? And so from that, people started coming to me with interest. And then I just kind of put them in a group, and I faked it until I made it. I just had to fail forward and figure out what worked. I signed up to be a coach in October of 2013, and I was able to replace my income by Summit in 2014. I think the next day told my boss that I was gonna work through the end of the month, and then I was gonna be done. And it was just an unbelievable feeling. When they announced the New Leader Conference, I was so excited because I felt like, yes, this is an opportunity. I got to hear a lot of great leaders speak, and seeing Melanie and how organized she was, it was just I need to get organized. This is my business. And I just felt the momentum of that, and I just took it and I just ran with it. So in June of 2014, I was able to quit my job. And then about 8 months later, we decided that we were gonna retire my husband from his job. So when I think back to when we were down to almost nothing in our bank account, I almost feel like that was a different life. It is just an amazing feeling to not have that pit in your stomach whenever you have to buy anything. It's gone. I don't have to worry about that anymore. The person I was before was unhappy, struggling. For me to truly shine and be my best self was what I found being a coach. I think the most rewarding part about being a coach is seeing the people on my team pushing through workouts they never thought they could do, achieving things financially they never thought they could achieve, the confidence they've gained. I just have people on my team that have changed their lives, and to watch that and know that I have played a part in that is so amazing. There's not even words that can describe how cool that is. If anyone out there is thinking of being a coach, I would tell them to just do it, because you have nothing to lose. The friendships that have come out of this, it's the experiences, the growth that I've experienced as a person. It's just, there's nothing better than being a coach.